Hey guys, I know it's been a while, haven't uploaded anything for about a year. Um, so I decided to finally upload something, and for my first video I decided to do a tag. I was watching a couple of videos here and there, and I noticed that there wasn't any Kenyan tags, so I decided to do one since I'm Kenyan. Um, let's get started with the first question. The first question says, "What are you?" I'm Kenyan. Both my parents are Kenyan, and I'm proud to be Kenyan. The second question is, "What part of the country are you from?" Well, I was born in Nairobi. I pretty much lived there up until I moved to America, so I'm a city girl. And the third question says, famous people in your ethnicity. That's kind of a hard question, but not really. But Barack Obama is half Kenyan, and that's the most famous person in the world. His dad is actually from my tribe, which is Luo. So every time, people talk about, where Barack Obama's dad's from, I'm always sure to mention he's from Kenya. Yeah. When was the last time you were in your country? The last time I was in Kenya was in 2007. So it's been a while. I'm planning on visiting soon, hopefully, if I can get the money. But yeah, it's been a while. It was actually the first time I had gone back since I moved here when I was younger. Fifth question, number 5, it says, "Do you speak your language, or what language does that country speak?" Well, the national languages are Swahili, Kiswahili, and English. And then you have various tribes that speak different languages on top of that. There's actually over 40 different tribes. Like I mentioned before, I'm a Luo. My tribe's name is Luo, and I do speak Luo fluently. I read it, I speak it, I can write it. My parents did a good job of that. And I speak English, of course. Swahili is where I struggle with. I don't speak it fluently. I actually understand it way better than I can speak it. But I'm working on getting better, on becoming fluent in speaking it. And I feel it's my reason of not being able to speak it fluently is because I do not speak it at home. I speak my mother tongue, which is Luo, more, so that's what has influenced me to become more fluent. Number 6, do you like the music of your culture, and what are your favorite songs? I love any type of African music. It doesn't even have to be Kenyan, Nigerian, Ugandan. I don't care what it is. And I have so many favorite songs, I don't even know where to begin. I think my favorite song I could say, though, my most favorite song of all time is Atoti, Maji Maji. I love it because it's in my mother tongue and in English and in Swahili, so it's just awesome. I can understand every single word they're saying, whereas, some people only understand the Swahili and the English. I understand the Luo on top of that, and I just love the beats to that song. I go crazy every time I hear that song. So yeah, Atoti is my most favorite song, but there's so many songs I love. I won't even take the time to list all of them right now. Number 7 is, what in your house represents your country? Well, I don't live with my parents anymore, so in my apartment, I would say my clothes. I have a lot of African African, dresses, African print type clothing that I like to wear. I love patterns and colors, so it just draws my eye every single time. Other than that, I would say the music, because I'm always playing music in my apartment. And, there's times I'll get into moods and play African music or Kenyan music nonstop for like 2 hours. So I would say either music or my clothes. What is the best part about your culture? The best part of my culture, I feel, is the emphasis on family. Family is everything to us. If I want advice on anything, I will ask my mom, my dad. If I don't go to them, I'll call up an aunt or an uncle, or a family friend. Family friends are usually aunts and uncles anyway, but it's that village mentality of togetherness that I love. I will never be alone, regardless of whether you are related to me biologically or not. If you're Kenyan and I'm Kenyan, that's an instant bond that binds us together. And I just feel like that's just so important. I know that, some will have my back because of a connection of them knowing my parents, or just me being Kenyan and them being Kenyan as well. So that's the most important thing that I love about my culture. What are your favorite foods? Wow. My favorite foods. Okay. My absolute favorite, number one, most favorite food, Kenyan food, is peanut soup and yams. I know that sounds so disgusting, but I love that stuff. I love me some peanut soup. I don't know why. Like, every time I go home, I tell my mom, I just want that, and I'm good. I can eat that for like 3 days straight. Other than that, number two would be like goat meat and ugali. Ugali is a hot water cornbread. For all you Nigerians out there, it's like fufu, but we just cook it to a harder consistency. But most countries in Africa have a form of ugali, and they call it different names. Like I said, Nigerians call it fufu. And yeah, just different countries call it different things, but it's pretty much the same thing. So yeah, that'd be like my number two. Other than that, that's it. And the last question is, what do you plan to change or improve in Kenya? Wow, there's a lot of things that could be changed. I love my country. There's a lot of things that's amazing about my country, but just like every third world country, there's some things that could be improved. Since I'm really, really interested in public health and, I'm in the health field, one thing I'm really, really passionate about is giving people or everyone access to health care and, health education. I feel like that would decrease a lot of health problems that we have in third world countries, because if people know how to identify symptoms and everything, they can get to the doctor quickly. And I just feel like there's not enough health education provided, to people in sub-Saharan Africa or in Kenya. And that's something I really want to dedicate my life to. Anyway, let me stop going on a tangent. But yeah, I feel like I want to change the health system in Kenya. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later.